Hello everyone, I am Dr. Ruchika and welcome to Creating Balance. In today's video, we will talk about 5 things that we need to get rid of from our kitchens. Yes, I know this can't happen overnight, but we can at least begin the journey and one day we will definitely reach our destination. So let's start the video. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is, of course, plastic. We all know about the harmful effects of plastic on us and on our environment. Plastic is everywhere, so it's not possible to get rid of it all of a sudden. But there are definitely certain areas where we should try to avoid its use as much as possible. First is we should not store hot or warm food items in plastic containers. Plastic contains a chemical compound known as bisphenol A or BPA. When the plastic is exposed to heat, this chemical compound is released and makes our food toxic. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention have found that almost 90% of us has detectable amounts of BPA in our blood. This BPA is responsible for various hormonal disturbances. So we should avoid the use of plastic containers to store hot or warm food items. The next thing is plastic containers as kids' lunch boxes. There are various good quality stainless steel lunch boxes available nowadays, so we can definitely opt for that. The next thing is plastic feeding bottles for the infants. Now, even if these bottles claim to be BPA free, we should try to avoid them because we know that we have to boil them and sterilize them again and again at high temperatures. This makes them unsafe for our kids. We can go for glass feeding bottles, or even there are stainless steel feeding bottles available nowadays. Next, we should also avoid to keep greasy or acidic foods in plastic containers. Then we should also avoid the use of scratched or worn out plastic containers to store food items. The next thing, which is very common to see but can be easily avoided, is plastic chopping boards. The regular use of plastic chopping boards make them ragged and worn out and scratched. This makes it more susceptible to shed out plastic particles into our food. So these are the things that we can easily avoid. We can use food grade plastic containers to store our dry items like our pantry items, our cereals, rice, flour, etc. But just make sure that do not clean those containers with hot water. Just use cold water to clean them. Next thing that I am going to talk about is microwave. Microwave is an appliance that converts electric energy into electromagnetic waves. These waves are then used to cook or reheat our food. Microwaves are very convenient to cook or reheat certain food items, but we should avoid its use as much as possible because these radiations are not good for us. But still, if we do have to use the microwave, then we need to take care of 2 things. First is we should never use plastic container to cook in a microwave. Instead, we can use a ceramic or a good quality glass container into it. Then we must make sure that we do use a lid while cooking or reheating the food. There are various microwave safe lids available. They have a tiny little hole over them to allow the release of steam so that the lid don't get jammed to the container. Now I'm going to talk about non-stick pans. Non-stick pans are very commonly seen in every kitchen because they are very convenient to use, easy to clean, and they also allow us to cook our food with very little amount of oil. But these non-stick pans have a coating of polytetrafluoroethylene on them, which makes them non-stick. This polytetrafluoroethylene is a plastic polymer which releases harmful and carcinogenic fumes at high temperature. So we should try to avoid the use of non-stick pans as much as possible. A use of little bit more good quality oil is far better than using a non-stick pan. Use of scratched out or chipped off non-stick pan is even more dangerous, so we should completely avoid that. Now let's talk about aluminium foils. Studies have shown that aluminium foils and containers leach out aluminium into our food. This dietary aluminium is suggested to be a potential cause for the development of Alzheimer's disease. So we should try to avoid the use of aluminium foils as much as possible. Now, aluminium foils can be easily replaced with clean cotton clothes. If we cannot stop the use of aluminium foil completely, at least we should avoid to use aluminium foils to pack our kids' lunch boxes. Last but not the least is aluminium cooking utensils. Now, aluminium cooking utensils can cause leaching out of aluminium from the vessel into our food. Cooking a meal in an aluminium vessel can add 1 to 2 milligrams of aluminium into our food. Also, cooking of acidic foods like tomatoes can cause leaching out of more aluminium from the vessel. In addition to it, if a person already has a kidney problem, then the person might not be able to eliminate the excess aluminium from the body properly. So instead of using aluminium utensils, we can go for cast iron vessels or good quality stainless steel vessels. Although there are ceramic and glass cooking utensils available out there, but they are on a bit costlier side. So that's it for today. We have discussed a few things that we can get rid of from our kitchen. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.